Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you had a very great weekend. My weekend was great as well. Today, we are going to be making milk carton planters. This is a great activity to do with a friend, a family member, a significant other, and we're just gonna use stuff that we have around our house to have a pot for our plants. So what you're going to need for today's activity is a milk carton, a plant of your choice, some paint, some paintbrushes, some markers, and some dirt. So to make our milk carton today, we are going to be cutting out the milk carton. If you can't do it, that's totally okay. You can go and ask a family member, a significant other, a caretaker, to help you with this step. So what I'm going to do is cut it like halfway, maybe a little bit less than halfway. So I will go do that really quick. So the easiest way to do this is to get a sharp object. I just used my scissors and I just poked a hole through the carton, and then now I'm going to cut around it. So your milk carton should now look like this. So this part we really don't need. So we're going to put this to the side for now. And then this is what we're going to be using. I am going to paint this. You can use any color you want. This is going to be a gift for my sister, so I'm going to use some colors that I know she likes. So the colors that I'm going to be using is this deep magenta color, and I'm going to use my white to make it darker. I'm also going to be using the same ombre effect. So what I'm going to do first is pour this paint here. Pour it here. And then I'm going to pour a second section. So I have one section and another one. And then with the second section, I'm going to take my white paint and try to squeeze it out. There we go. And I'm going to mix the white and the magenta together to make a little bit of a lighter color. So I'm going to use my mixing tool. You don't have to use a fancy mixing tool. You could just use like a pencil or something you have laying around the house that you don't mind getting paint on. So I'm just going to be mixing that together to make this nice light magenta color. All right, so now that we have the dark and light magenta, I'm going to start applying the lighter color first. So I'm going to take my paintbrush, I'll use this one, and start painting around it. So I have my base coat on. I'm gonna wait for it to dry a little bit, and then I'm going to do a second coat with the lighter color. And then after that, I'm going to go in with my darker color and do the bottoms. So I'm going to go get my handy dandy blow dryer so this can dry quickly. I'll be right back. Now that that's dry, we're gonna go in with our second coat. I'm gonna need a little bit more paint. So I ran out of this white, so I went to go get my big thing of white. I'm just gonna squirt just a tad. That's it. I'm gonna mix this again. And we'll use this paint, and then we're going to do a second coat. I'm going to now clean off my brush. Let it hang out in there for a while. This is my second coat. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's fine. Just a preference. If you want to do another coat, you are more than welcome to. So now I have my blow dryer and I'm going to blow dry it to help it dry a little bit quicker. All right, so now we're going to go in with our darker color, and I'm going to start at the bottom and try to go up. So I'm just going to take my darker color and brush it only on the bottom. And just bring it up. And then you're going to want to do this on all four corners. So this is what it should kind of look like. So this is mine. This is what it should look like. It's not perfect. You don't have to have it be perfect. It's totally okay. Now I'm going to go in with my blow dryer again and make sure everything is all dry, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So now our next step, if you want to do this step, up to you. You can keep it like this. I am going to use my markers here, and I'm going to write on it and decorate it. So I'm going to use my black marker for now, and on one of the sides I'm going to write "Keep growing." So this is what I wrote on my side of the box, and you can decorate all the other sides if you want, but just for now I'm going to keep it like this. So now we are going to focus on the inside, and what we're going to need is our plant over here. I have a compacta plant, and I got it at my local Lowe's. You can go to Home Depot or a nursery. Support your local nurseries. And I'm going to put my plant in here. So first thing that I like to do is, well, you should get gardening gloves, but at the moment I don't have any gardening gloves, or you can use any gloves that you have around your house. And I'm going to take a little bit of soil that I have and put it on the bottom. So here's my little bit of soil, and I'm going to pour it in here. Trying not to make a huge mess. Okay. Pack it down a little bit. We're going to take our plant. We're going to keep this for later. We're just going to gently take our plant, try to squeeze it out of the nursery pot like this. And we're going to take her out. Ooh. Look at these roots. And we're just going to simply place it in the pot. And then I'm going to go in with some more soil and fill around the edges. All right, and here is our new pot. So you could keep these on your windowsill, by your bed, wherever you want, or give it as a gift to someone. So I hope you all enjoyed this week's video, and I can't wait to see all your pots that you made. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.